Good afternoon, everyone. I am Satish Deshpande, Dean of the Hayworth College of Business. Welcome to our annual award ceremony, honoring alums of the college for their significant career and service accomplishments. I'm so pleased that all of you could join us today. It looks like we have a full house. The individuals being honored today are among our best and the brightest. They have distinguished themselves, the Hayworth College of Business and Western Michigan universities. So our MCs today are David Plickinger and Psyche Terry. They're sitting right up here. And what I'm going to do next is introduce them. David is an engagement director supporting financial services and insurance at Salesforce. At Salesforce, he plays a critical role in setting financial services clients up for success by shaping and executing large transformational engagements. His goal is to be a trusted advisor for customers and inspire Salesforce team members to do the best work of their careers and building a reputation of excellence for the organization. Before that, he was CX strategy leader at PNC Bank. So while David was at PNC Bank, he won a number of awards, including PNC's highest honor, the PNC Performance Award, which is only given to 8 employees of PNC every year. He also received the college's Emerging Leader Alumni Award in 2019. Psyche Terry is a fashion and beauty expert and co-founder and CEO of UI Global Brands, a global manufacturer and nationwide marketer of consumer products with its keystone clean beauty brand, Urban Hydration. Psyche and her husband started Urban Hydration to provide better-made packaged products for dry skin and hair. I use her products, they're great, so strongly recommend it. It helps when I get free samples. Today's Urban Hydration products are sold in more than 32,000 retailers, including the CVS down the street, correct? Yeah. Psyche has received the college's Emerging Leader Alumni Award and the Hayworth College of Business Outstanding Alumni Achievement Award. She currently sits on the WMU Alumni Association Board, the WMU Food Marketing Advisory Board, and the Hayworth College of Business Advisory Council. She has received a number of honors, such as Woman of the Year, Economic Empowerer of the Year, and Philanthropist of the Year. She also served as Mrs. USA Ambassador in 2023 and currently is Miss World Ambassador. So we have someone with great honors out here. Additionally, she has been featured on many national news outlets speaking about her business. So David and Psyche will present our honorees today, and David, you're going to kick it off, right?
Sounds good. All right, well, thank you, Dean Deshpande. I'd like to first welcome you all on behalf of the college. I'm extremely honored to be your MC. And as I was preparing for today's program, I spent some time reading the biography of all of the award recipients today that we're going to hear about. They truly are leaders in their fields and in their communities. I also reflected on the impact the Hayworth College of Business has had through its graduates. Established in 1956 as a school of business, the college took the name the Hayworth College of Business in 1989 when G.W. Hayworth and the Hayworth family made a generous name and gift. Today, we have nearly 65,000 graduates in the college, working in a variety of industries and contributing to the excellent reputation of the college around the world. As we honor this elite class of alumni, I urge you to think about the impact the Hayworth College of Business has had and celebrate that as well. We will be providing some perspectives on the award recipients' colleagues and from their personal connections today. So with that, let's get started. I'll ask the chair of the Department of Accountancy, Jim Penner, to join me. And I'll ask the recipient of the Accountancy Outstanding Alumni Award, Bill Talby, to join Dr. Penner. Bill Talby has served as Vice President of Internal Audit and Chief Audit Executive at Western Digital for the past 5 years, assisting the company in improving operations and risk management. His extensive accounting, consulting, and information technology background has allowed him to drive substantial process changes at several Fortune 500 technology companies over his 26-year career. Yelena Servik, Chief of Staff of Finance at Western Digital, says, over the past decade, I've had the pleasure of working for and alongside Bill. I've seen him lead some of the most complex and challenging projects and teams. He's a bold leader, always ready to take on the biggest project and lead fearlessly. I've admired him for this, and I'm grateful for the example he set for me. He's a coach, mentor, friend, leader, an excellent auditor, and in his free time, a fantastic technical accountant. He's most deserving of this award. Wisam Jabra, CFO of Western Digital, notes, Bill is one of the best internal audit executives I've had the opportunity to work with. He's a strategic leader who ensures the effectiveness and efficiency of the organization's internal controls, risk management, and governance processes. He possesses a deep understanding of the company's operations and the industry, identifying potential risks and opportunities for improvement. With his strong communication skills, Bill is capable of articulating complex topics to both senior leaders and the board, ensuring alignment with organizational goals. He's committed to upholding the highest standards of integrity, fostering a culture of accountability and continuous improvement across the organization. Bill takes a proactive approach to work and problem solving. He's willing to go above and beyond his immediate responsibilities to drive progress and create positive influences on the team. Kimberly Axley, Chair of Audit Committee of Western Digital Board of Directors, puts it succinctly. Bill is incredibly diligent, hardworking, and calm under pressure. No matter what challenge Bill faces, he brings a positive, can-do attitude and works constructively with all stakeholders. Please join me in congratulating the Accountancy Outstanding Alumni Award recipient, Bill Tulby. Now I'll ask the Chair of the Department of Business Information Systems, Mohammed Razi, to join me, and the recipient of the Business Information Systems Outstanding Alumni Award, Drew Flint, to join Dr. Razi. Drew Flint has been designing, building, and maintaining infrastructure for 30 years. In 1995, he became one of the 5 founding members of Plexus. As the company grew, he transitioned from system administrator to director of infrastructure to senior director of infrastructure. Now he's a distinguished engineer at Rockwell Automation. Jerry Foster, Chief Technology Officer at Rockwell Automation, says, Drew is the most passionate person I've ever known. If he believes in a cause, there's no deterring him. Our customers know this. Whether it means driving all night to help a customer in a bind, sleeping in the office to babysit a critical software upgrade, or staying on the phone for hours on end to walk a, sometimes ornery, user through the business crisis. He simply will not stop, sleep, or sometimes even eat until the situation is resolved. His colleagues know this. Drew will do everything he can to make sure you succeed. And I know this. Drew has been my best friend for the last 30 years. Through life's highs and lows, his support and friendship are unwavering. Joe Hollowa, Senior Director of Software Engineering at Rockwell Automation, remarks, over the past 10 years, I've been impressed with Drew's ability to analyze and solve complex technology problems. He's the first to jump into any technological emergency across our entire ecosystem, deeply investigating and providing pragmatic solutions. He's tireless in his pursuit of excellence and is a leader that others count on in unpredictable and distressing times. Missy Flynn, Drew's wife, shares, my first interactions with Drew were at WMU in 1992 while he was my supervisor in the Valley 3 cafeteria. I was less than thrilled to be working there, but he managed to make those shifts more interesting. He was actually known amongst my friends as the psycho chair flipper. Because at the end of the day, all of the cafeteria chairs would have to be flipped onto tables for the floors to be mopped. If there ever was an Olympic event for chair flipping, Drew would have won gold. I've had the privilege of watching Drew put that same level of chair flipping energy into everything that he does. Whether it's work, leading our family spiritually, being an awesome dad to our kids, or planning a surprise birthday party for me. I'm so thankful for the front row seat I've had watching him become the man he is today. Please join me in congratulating the Business Information Systems Outstanding Alumni Award recipient, Drew Flynn. Now I'll ask the Chair of the Department of Finance and Commercial Law, Jim DeMello, to join me, and the recipient of the Finance and Commercial Law Outstanding Alumni Award, Kai Blake, to join Dr. DeMello. Kai Blake is the Chief Financial Officer, President, and a board member at TicketSocket. He's worked in different capacities within the company since its inception in 2013. He currently oversees the financing, banking, revenue growth, business development, new client acquisition, corporate mergers and acquisitions, and international expansion for the company. Andy Bissett, a close friend, said, "I met Kai through a fellow Western alum and was immediately floored by his huge personality, drive to succeed, love of family and friends, hilarious sense of humor, though Kai laughs more at his own jokes than anybody else, and concerning infatuation with Justin Bieber."
That's something Andy would say.
If I had to identify the foundation of his success, it would be his innate desire to connect with others. Through my own career, I've come across too many people who use friends only to advance themselves, and Kai is the selfless opposite of that approach. Justin Martin, Kai's best friend, comments, "I met Kai during our first year at Western, and we became instant friends and are very close to this day. Kai inspired me to pursue a financial services career after college, and subsequently, we went together to a large European financial institution in New York City. Kai has tremendous analytic ability and a firm understanding of the financial markets. His skills are paired with a relentless work ethic and electric personality that allows him to win over clients and land new business consistently. He's a natural leader with anything he pursues, and more importantly, he always puts friends and family first." Klaus Blake, Kai's father, says, "While at WMU, Kai secured an internship in Chicago, but continued making contacts in New York City, his first choice. When he got a last-minute internship offer in New York, made possible by his networking, he immediately said yes without a place to say, because that was where he wanted to reach his goals. Later, when he was looking for his first full-time job in New York, he was competing with many Ivy League graduates. He was selected for that position because they were looking for someone who could go beyond crunching the numbers. They were looking for someone like Kai, who had a competitive nature and social networking skills. Kai's dedication to earning what he wants is unmatched." Please join me in congratulating the Finance and Commercial Law Outstanding Alumni Award recipient, Kai Blake. Now I'll ask the Chair of the Department of Management, Dr. Haynes, to join me, and the recipient of the Management Outstanding Alumni Award, Sarah Rubel, to join Dr. Haynes. Sarah Rubel is an experienced executive who was introduced to human resources at the age of 18 in her family's business, CLS. She became passionate about her field and earned her degree in human resource management from Hayworth College of Business. From that point on, she enacted significant corporate cultural improvements supporting explosive growth at CLS. Kimberly Earnshaw, Director of Organizational Development at CLS, said, "Sarah is the kind of business professional who makes you wonder if she has a secret twin helping her out, given her energy and how she seems to effortlessly handle everything. Her leadership is a blend of strategic insight and genuine warmth, making her team feel like they can move mountains, or at least tackle the next big project. Her dedication to mentoring future leaders is inspiring. Sarah's pride in WMU is legendary, and even more amplified as her dad and daughter are also Broncos. Her continued involvement with the university reflects her commitment to giving back and fostering growth in others and our community as a whole." Ron Vandermeer, Sarah's father and chair of CLS board, notes, "Sarah's a leader who always places the team above her personal interests. A lifelong learner who is always looking around the next corner, a servant leader who's ready to help when needed. It's not surprising that she continues to rise in leadership at CLS." Dawn McMillan, Human Resources Director at CLS, says, "Sarah's passion for the family business is evident in her belief that all team members are members of the CLS family. She makes every member feel genuinely valued and respected. helping her family reinvent the business to stay ahead of the competition. Sarah's fearlessness in taking on ambitious projects is a testament to her skills. Her strategic leadership is a driving force behind our business initiatives and high-impact teams. I've grown under her mentorship to be a better leader, teammate, and person. My life has changed because of her unwavering support and belief in me. Please join me in congratulating the Management Outstanding Alumni Award recipient, Sarah Whipple. Now I'll ask the Chair of the Department of Marketing, Kelly O'Reilly, to join me, and the Marketing Outstanding Alumni Award recipient, Blagitza Botoliero, to join Dr. O'Reilly. An entrepreneur, speaker, and digital advocate, Blagitza has 25 years of experience at the forefront of the ever-changing World Wide Web. She's worked with iconic companies and brands throughout her career. Today, as the principal and founder of Zlato, she creates marketing campaigns, trains C-suite executives, and empowers the everyday professional. Carolyn Tang-Kamet, associate professor at Northwestern University, says, Blagitza and I have worked together, laughed together, and grown together. I've watched her interact with stakeholders of all types, from techies to investors to C-suite officers to government officials. She intuitively knows what matters most to each individual and understands how to serve those needs so that every single stakeholder feels included, valued, and engaged. Couple this innate sense of interpersonal dynamics with her deep love of technology, and you have someone who can help businesses discover opportunities. Karen Pettigrew, founder of Zogos and former executive vice president of Fashion Fair Cosmetics, says, brilliant and fiery with an enthusiasm for projects she takes on, Blagitza worked on my team as we were expanding social media strategies for our cosmetic lines for women of color. She was awesome and didn't assume she knew how to speak to our consumer or try to generally market to it. She understood the power of speaking to the consumer from their point of view. She paired genuine curiosity with her strategic and technical magic. And when she takes on a project, you know she's a real part of the team when she loses a bet and has to show off her dance moves as a penalty. Gina Johnson, Director of Brand Partnerships and Programmatic Sales at Midwest Lead for SHE Media, remarks, Blagitza is one of the smartest digital media thought leaders I've worked with. She's the first person I turn to when I need advice on the latest technology trends, how to navigate an ever-evolving digital marketing landscape, or to discuss career opportunities. She's always available and excited to ideate. Her influence in the digital marketing space is undeniable. Her 3 decades-long career, marked by her contributions in some of the most creative and innovative companies in advertising and PR agencies, is a testament to her expertise and influence. Last but not least, her entrepreneurial spirit is unmatched. Her ability to be one step ahead of everyone in our industry is her strongest suit. Please join me in congratulating the Marketing Outstanding Alumni Award recipient, Blagitza Botoliero. Now I'll ask the Chair of the Department of Military Science and Leadership, Lieutenant Colonel Caitlin Hinterman, to join me, and Tom Vance, ROTC alum, to join her to accept the honor, which is being awarded posthumously. Tom will accept the award on behalf of the family of Colonel Gil Green. A lifelong learner, Gil Green continued to be inquisitive through his entire life. His daughter Debbie, a retired Army colonel, like her father, said, Dad instilled in his daughters a zest for life and the pursuit of knowledge. He showed his zest for life in so many ways, but most importantly, it was his caring nature for his fellow veterans, neighbors, friends, and family. He continued to share his life's legacy with those he most cherished. Colonel Green attended Western Michigan University, where he graduated and commissioned in the U.S. Army from the Reserve Officer Training Corps in February 1955, WMU's very first ROTC class. He served nearly 26 years in the Army, first as a field artillery officer and then as an operations research and systems analyst in his final 10 years in the service. Colonel Green's military career took him across the United States, Europe, Southeast Asia, and multiple tours in Vietnam. Always at the forefront of change, he commanded the first gender-integrated advanced individual training battalion at Fort Ord in California, and when women joined the recruited ranks of the armed forces in the early 1970s. highly decorated with a Legion of Merit Air Medal, 3rd Oak Leaf Cluster, Joint Service Commendation Medal, Vietnam Cross of Gallantry with Palm, and Combat Infantry Badge, to name a few of his many awards and decorations. Colonel Green served as a member of the Joint Chiefs of Staff in the Pentagon and earned his MBA from American University while stationed there. His final military role was Senior Army Military Advisor and Assistant Professor of Naval War at the Naval War College in Newport, Rhode Island. He retired as colonel in 1980. In his post-military career, he taught at Bryant University, Salve Regina University in Rhode Island, developing the economics department at Salve Regina and serving as chair from 1980 to 1984. He became a portfolio manager and vice president of Bernie Company in 1980, where he continued to provide financial management advice for nearly 4 decades. Please join me in remembering and honoring Colonel Gil Green, the Western Michigan University ROTC Wall of Fame Award recipient. Real briefly, before we move on, we also want to announce a special tribute to Colonel Green. A very generous $200,000 gift from his wife, Diane Green. This gift will outfit newly allocated training space for the WMU ROTC cadets. And Diane's gift will also enable the renovations of the new space, as well as the purchase of weights, equipment, training aids that will all prepare ROTC students for the Army Combat Fitness Test. Diane notes that providing this space for the next generation of Army leaders would make Gil very happy, and she's pleased to make a gift in his memory. She shared that Gil was committed to gender equality and in the armed forces, and he would have been delighted to support Lieutenant Colonel Caitlin Hinderman as the first woman leading the WMU ROTC program. All right, with that, I will turn things over to Psyche and Dr. Deshpande for the awards at the college level.